This is day 7 of my journey to living in an eco-village. Today has been a little bit heavier of a day. I'm taking more actions in the process of separating from my partner. We got his name off of my car title. We closed our joint account. The car title was an extra expense. I also had to renew my vehicle license. I don't do a good job of keeping up with things outside of my normal budget. Those things catch me off guard, and not having a job, having income primarily through DoorDash, definitely puts the fear of not having enough money as a reality. I don't want that to stop me from pursuing what truly is my dreams and ambitions. It can just be scary sometimes being at the mercy of who's looking for DoorDash and who's willing to donate. I am setting up a Rover account, but I am finding that that is designed more for a local experience. It's not something that's really conducive to travel, so I will be able to use that until I start actually being on the road. I was able to make contact with one of the founding members of the Atlanta Ferry Circle, Radical Ferry Circle, and he was also kind enough to make a donation, so I'm really appreciative of that. He offered to forward my email to other members of the circle, as well as open his home to me when he and his partner come back from their travels in mid-September, which is a little bit later than my anticipated leave date. However, my leave date was not set in stone. I do still also have the option of trusted house sitters. There were a couple opportunities to stay for like the end of August into the first week of September. And then I could meet with the founder of the Ferry Circle and at least get to know that part of the community. I've always been curious about the Radical Ferry community, always, since I was in my 20s, and I've just never gone to a circle or a camp or sanctuary. The leader of Heart to Heart, Tyler, and I have continued our communication. We are talking about setting up a call just to really organically connect, or at least as organically as possible from opposite ends of the nation. The next step for me is going to be packing up my belongings and seeing what I can fit in my car and getting rid of everything else. I had the thought of doing a yard sale. I will just have to figure out the logistics of it. From the 22nd to 27th, I'm house sitting for a friend. So it should be feasible for me to also do a yard sale that weekend. I just kind of didn't realize how close that date was. Today's principle is called energy. In life, it is inevitable that our energy will be depleted. So it's important for us to invite things that energize us into our lives and to fill our time with those things. This doesn't always feel possible. I find that when there are barriers to the things in life that we enjoy that do energize us, that the most abundant and free source of energy is gratitude. And simply being in a place and observing the colors, the sounds, the sensations that are around you, and holding a simple gratitude for those things and just being able to experience those things can offer the smallest bit of energy to kind of give you momentum into things that maybe you have to work a little bit harder towards, or things that you have to save up money for. As a personal response for what I'm going through now, and having spent several years working for a franchise that was draining my energy, while I was able to make money to pay my bills and enjoy life, The question before me is, would I go back to that life? Or would I pursue a life that I don't honestly have a guarantee that I will be energized, that I will fully enjoy? I'm going to be going to a farm and living farm life, which is something I've never done before. And I have a very clear description on what to expect. I feel like theoretically and mentally, I am comfortable with that life, but I won't know until I do it. And is it worth the risk? I don't know. What I do know is it's worth the experience to try it. Life is short and it's all coming to an end. So why would you not take the risk? If you would like to see longer video content, please check out my YouTube page, NAYTHOPHIL. And if you would like to donate to my cause and to my journey, please visit ko-fi.com/NAYTHOPHYL.